Hey y'all, this is Robin with Can't Wait Smells Great, and I've done a couple of introductions, so I don't know which one I'm going with. But let's start with this one. Welcome to the Summer Cookout Collab. We have a lot of folks that are coming on to do this with us, and this, without dumping it, this is what I fixed. I ended up having to restart some charcoal and everything, so I was able to get my wings pretty and crispy. And of course, my grilled veggies, my skewers, got done. So anyway, I hope you enjoy my video and stay tuned. Lots of learning going on. So here's to the Summer Collab. And this is the preparation for my chicken. I had chicken wings and I have chicken thighs, and I bought them last week, so I went ahead and put the marinade on them, and then I froze them with the marinade, and then when I took them out to thaw them, they already had all this goodness in with them and I didn't have to do anything. So I was going to do barbecue, but they didn't have the G Hughes barbecue. But if you want to do barbecue, do the same thing except substitute. Where I have sugar-free teriyaki marinade, you can substitute the G Hughes sugar-free barbecue. And again, I only poured just enough to cover the stuff, so it was about 1/3 of a cup, just a not 1/3, 1/8 to 1/4 of a cup, just enough to get everything in the bag coated well. I bought the squeezed garlic just because I like this the easy way to do things. And where is it? 1/2 teaspoon equals a clove of garlic, so I probably put a teaspoon of garlic in the bag. I put just a capful of apple cider vinegar, just for that acid, so that it would let the marinade go into your meat. Normally I would use like a fresh lemon, fresh lime, just something acidy that will help to get the marinade deep into your chicken. I also put a little bit of olive oil in there. I did salt and pepper, and then you see I have marinade. This is after it's thawed, but before it thawed, you know, it was just enough to be able to shake the bag really good and get your chicken really good and coated. Like I said, I froze it, and then I brought it out, put it in a bowl, set it in the refrigerator, let it thaw in the refrigerator, and now we are ready to use these to fix our full packets. Okay, so I bought just grilling full. You just want high heat aluminum foil, regular aluminum foil. I guess we used that back in the day, so just don't get the cheap stuff because it's really, really thin.
You want to make sure that when you use the foil, you have the dull side up because it's the non-stick side. Zhuzh up your chicken a little bit to get the marinade all over, and you can add a little more teriyaki marinade on top of it if you want to. Just give it a little extra kick of flavor. Then I'm going to add just a little bit of olive oil to make sure that they don't stick. Don't really have to do that, but I did. I'm going to cut up a red onion. I'll leave it in chunks. Okay, next I've got mini sweet peppers, and I'm going to just do a V in the top and pull out the seed pod and then just drop them in. Now I've got little baby bella mushrooms. I'm going to take a paper towel and wipe off a little bit of any dirt that was left on it and just leave them whole. And I'm going to take some tomatoes and just drop those in. Put a little bit of oil over top, put some salt and pepper. Okay, now I'm going to add salt and pepper, and you can add any other seasoning that you would like to. any kind of spice. Cayenne pepper would be good, or anything. There's some chili lime hot sauce, because they're wings, and I kind of wanted to make them a little spicy. You take another piece of wrap and you have it bigger than the bottom wrap, and then you just start to fold in on the sides. Make sure you're tightly folding them as you go, and then the same thing on the ends. Fold down that little extra piece and up on the sides, and then fold it all the way in, making sure that your seams are upward, and you get them good and tight so that they don't leak. And you also leave just a little bit of air room in case they decide to blow up a little bit. You don't want them to explode. And there you go. I forgot.
So you're supposed to use newspapers rolled up and across the bottom. And this is what you're going to light, and you're going to put your charcoal down in here. But I didn't have any newspapers, so I used what I got. I had some paper towel roll centers, I had some Wendy's bags, and I got some paper towels in there. And we will hope that it will light and stay lit. We got smoke! Usually where there's smoke, there's fire. We'll see. Okay, so my charcoal's ready. I'm going to get my gloves on, and we're going to dump it in the bottom and then add the packets, and we're going to be grilling. Work. Alright, so now... And be very careful because we still got a lot of fire. Hot, baby, hot. I'm gonna lay these thighs down. They're already sizzling. I'll put one grate in for right now. And that's where I'm going to put my thighs. And we're going to close it up and let it rock. I said I was going to fix a drink. Well, I haven't had time with trying to figure out to put the thing together, how to do it, all this stuff, because this is the first time I've ever done it by myself. So instead of making a drink, I bought some wine. Very expensive at all, but it's barefoot wine, and it is peach fruit Moscato. So I know I like Moscato wines, especially the pink Moscatos. So, and I know they are more carby than white wines or white liquors. So that's okay though. I'm enjoying myself. I'm by myself, and It's the day after Mother's Day, and I'm doing my cookout, and I'm enjoying it. Here's to y'all and the Summer Cookout Collab.
Okay, so here I am cutting up vegetables to put on my skewers. I bought new skewers that had the double prongs. I've used the single ones before and the bamboo sticks and everything, but I seem to have a problem with them falling off. I did take a little olive oil and put it on the skewers because it's the first time using. You want to make sure when you cut up your squash and your zucchini, you're cutting the chunks about the same size. That way they'll cook evenly and they'll all get done at the same time. Be careful with the skewer ends. Don't put your hand over where the points are, because you see how those kind of divided on me. You have to be careful and not skewer yourself. So I put a little olive oil, a little salt and pepper on these, but you can use, of course, any kind of seasoning that you would like. Got me a little piece of foil to put on the ground on the porch there beside me. I was running out of room. So here's the little mini sweet peppers. You could use any kind of bell peppers that you want, jalapeno peppers, any of those. I didn't cut the seeds out of them because when they come off the skewer, they're so tender that it just kind of, the seed pod just kind of pulls right out. And again, I'm rolling them around in the little bit of seasoning that I had there on the cutting board. I apologize for what I'm wearing there. Yeah, it's a little too tight, but I'm sitting down and uncomfortable. But I was comfortable standing up. I didn't realize things were going to be so tight, but I am losing weight. That's the thing. I'll model them later once they fit better. So there's the mushroom. You're going to brush a little bit of if there's any dirt left on it, brush it off. And the tomatoes, just again, rubbing them around in the salt and pepper and the oil that's already there, and then start skewering them. It's funny watching this video and fast forward. Okay, and be careful with the mushrooms, the smaller items, because like the mushrooms, it didn't know, like some of my mushrooms kind of broke. I should have probably chose one side or the other of the skewer. And then the last thing, I think I'm getting ready to do the red onion. I didn't say purple that time, but it is purple in color. I've been throwing extra pieces like that out into the yard. I have a guard goat running around, and he kind of eats whatever, and so he'll find them and eat them. And then I will skewer those up, and that will be it. It was such a beautiful day that day. It was good and hot and nice. Good day for a cookout. I hope Memorial Day weekend will give us some pretty days. Okay, so at this point, the fire is dead. I should have opened the dampers way back when I first put the coals in there. And you see me put my hands in, and I'm realizing, like, oh gosh. And of course, there's no red or embers at the bottom. So I start to open up the dampers because, again, I'm learning. That's not going to do a bit of good right here, but I was thinking maybe it would bring it back to life. I definitely should have heard a sizzle when I put the skewers on. There was no sizzle. There was no smoke. Not a lot of heat. So, yeah, I should have caught on. But it took me a few more minutes before I caught on. I went ahead and put all the skewers on there. And let's push them on back and let's shut it up.
Okay, what I'm doing right now, because I let my fire die, I didn't open the dampers quick enough and it died out. So I've got me some more charcoal heating up, and going to add some more charcoal back to it, get it back under there so that my skewers are finished good. That's one thing about cooking outside. You got to be patient, especially when you're learning.
I should have removed the skewers and the grates before I did this with the coals. This is very dangerous the way I did it.
Next time I'll definitely wear different shoes. All right. Whew. I open up the damper. Let it keep rolling.
Okay, now I'm going to get these last of the skewers off. The vegetables got a little bit black from where I had fresh charcoal on them and stuff, so the smoke and everything gave them a little, well, it's still good, but changed the flavor of what I wanted if I had taken care of my fire better. Gotta put my glove on. Safety, safety. And I did not change my shoes. See, all this learning I'm doing, hopefully I'm teaching somebody how to, if they watch this, what not to do. Okay, there's the onions and the last of the tomato and mushroom. Need a bitty piece of onion, and that was really good. It was good and sweet. Now I'm using the little iron lifter to lift the cast iron grate. I do have on a welder glove. The other one is another right-handed, so I have to put it on wrong hand. But anyway, they do work. I'm getting ready to lift out the packet of chicken thighs that I had on the bottom. Again, they would have done much better if I had originally dumped the hot coals on top of them instead of like I did. Live and learn. So there we go, finally get them out. Then I use my little lifter to slide the grate back across, and we'll get it. There we go. And then I slide the other one at the same time. And then I'll...
Okay, so I've done all my recording, I've done all my cooking, and let's see what we've got. I'm going to be using my fingers a little bit because, you know, with a cookout, sometimes you don't have silverware. So what I'm going to try first is one of my veggies that I skewered and grilled. And like in the video you saw, I had to fix some more charcoal to go. I have a super migraine right now, and I think it's because I was breathing in the smoke and the fumes and stuff, and just yeah. So anyway, here we go. So I used mini sweet bell peppers anyway. I didn't cut the end off, and I didn't take the seed out. So you just, there at the bottom, there's all your seeds. So you can pull your good chunk of pepper meat off. See? And oh, I have one seed, but that's it. That's delicious. So I did make mistakes with my grilling, and you'll see they'll be better next time.
Memorial Day is an American holiday observed in the last Monday of May, honoring the men and women who died while serving in the U.S. military. Originally known as Decoration Day, it originated in the years following the Civil War and became an official federal holiday in 1971. My grandfather was a United States Army veteran in World War II. He was a truck driver supplying ammunition and food to the front lines. We remember those who fought to protect us. Thank you for your service. Never forget.